Hi, good morning. My name is Ariante. If you're watching this video, please like and subscribe to my channel to grow with me. Today's video I wanted to make is called Fear and Anxiety. And as you know, if you watched my last video, I recently took a trip to Costa Rica by myself, and I studied myself and I learned so much about myself during that retreat. I was doing yoga, I was relaxing, I was meditating, and I spent a lot of time in the sun. And so this is a super vulnerable moment, but fear and anxiety. So anxiety is something that I have dealt with for a while, and like coming back from my trip, I don't know if it'll be back or not or whatever. I'm not claiming it, but I learned so much about how my anxiety starts. And for a lot of us, if we experience abandonment when we're young, or we have to go through traumatic situations where we feel like we didn't have emotional support or anyone around to help us or protect us, a lot of times when we grow older, we realize that if no one's going to be there, stuff happens, and then we skip to it is what it is, and then we take care of whatever that thing is. And so what I'm learning about myself is that my fight or flight system is so out of whack because for so long something happens and I'm this quick to respond to it. I don't think about it. I don't process how it's making me feel. I don't process the effect it's going to have on me. I just jump from this happened to this is what I'm doing about it. And so lately I've been working with myself on things because I feel like I just move too fast. I jump too fast to make decisions. I jump too fast to run from things. I jump too fast to run into things. And it's all because anytime I feel fear, all I know is to flee. My fight or flight instantly turns on. Even if I'm not having anxiety at that moment, I feel like I need to take care of something, so I make a decision. I don't take time to think about it. So now I've been practicing the art of anytime any uncomfortable feelings come up, I say to myself, I'm scared because, and this is not scientifically proven, I made this up myself, but it's been so good for me. So anytime that anything scary comes up for me, or any aversions to anything, any just off feelings, I go into myself and I say, I'm scared because, and I meet myself with such a vulnerability that I'm telling myself, I'm scared because I feel like if, like, for instance, I got this new face tattoo, and of course people are like, oh, no, face tattoos, but I'm me, I'm myself, right? So with my face tattoo, I'm scared because, like, just getting used to it, I'm scared because I feel like I won't be viewed as beautiful in my natural state of decision and deciding on who I am, and people will leave because that's just dealing with the abandonment of things. And so that's a whole vulnerable sentence that I come to. And then as soon as I have to deal with that heaviness on my chest, like, ooh, that's a scary thought, like that's a real thought, that's something that could really happen, I take a second to just, and I relax it out. Because since I came to that vulnerability within myself, I can breathe into it, as opposed to if I was just to just go for it. If I just feel that fear when it comes, and then I just make a decision. So then my fight or flight is trying to catch up, but I'm running so fast that there's no catching up and relaxing myself because I'm just moving. So then maybe later on or the next day, then I'm starting to feel just anxious, like, oh, maybe I'm this, or maybe I'm that, or maybe I'm a bad this, or maybe I'm a bad thought, a bad that. And all these thoughts start to trickle up because I spend so much time running that I don't spend enough time to relax myself into things, to catch my bearings, to stop and say, what is this that I'm feeling? And why am I feeling this? Why is this coming up? And then from there, I can assess if it's rational, if it's irrational, if I'm tripping, if I'm just adjusting and I'm having a hard time adjusting. And then I could continue to breathe into those moments of rationality and those thoughts where I'm coming to myself and coming together and building trust within myself, building trust that I know how to make decisions for myself. And that way I'm relaxing myself and building trust that I'm safe. And that way I'm relaxing myself and building trust that I'm worthy for people to stay around and to be loved. So it's just that assurance, that building trust in yourself, that what you do, the things you feel, the moves you're making, the things that are happening, you trust that you are worthy, you are loved, you are beautiful, you are strong, you have the guidance, the inner guidance system to make the right decision, you are smart. It's that space for you to relax into your deepest fears and to build up that confidence to say, but I know I'm prepared to deal with it, or I know that I am still good. I know I am still this. Whatever you're doubting, whatever you're feeling, whatever the fear is that's coming up, it's reassuring yourself we're not that little girl anymore, and we're not hurting like we used to hurt anymore. We're not left out cold. Now we have the ability to protect ourselves. We're big, we're strong, we're grown, we have the ability to not put ourselves in the positions that we were before. And then just creating that relationship of trust and reassurance with yourself as you move along. And so real quick, in my last minute before this video turns off, because it turns off on me at a certain time, there was this exercise I seen this man talking about where with his hand he wrote a letter to his child self apologizing for leaving his self. Then switched to a non-dominant hand and wrote a letter from the child self to the adult self, just accepting the apology or just responding in general to the apology. And using that left hand or your opposite hand just changes the part of your brain and just creates that part of you where you're moving from a different space, and you'll be surprised at what comes up. And that's been really big for me in reclaiming myself and my trust for myself as well, because there's a little girl that I left a lot because I didn't experience being a child. And so I have to go back and get her and bring her into me and let her know we are safe and we're here and we're doing this. So if you're watching this video, please like and subscribe to my channel to grow with me, and I hope you have an amazing day.